Hi, my name is Umberto. I am co-founder and head chef at Pantelligent, and today we are going to show you a full run-through of cooking scallops with Pantelligent. So the first thing I do is I grab my smartphone and I open up the Pantelligent app. Pantelligent then shows me a recipe book with all the recipes I could make, and I go ahead and hit seared scallops. The app has all the ingredients I will need, special notes about how to buy scallops and how they're packed, and fun facts. Some things to remember before you start, and all the things you need to do to get the scallops ready. I've gone ahead and already done that, so I just scroll to the bottom and hit Start Cooking. Pantelligent then asks me to connect to the pan. I just hold the phone right up to the handle, and Pantelligent connects.
Preheat the pan to 390 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember to put 1 tablespoon oil and 1/2 tablespoon butter in the pan.
Add the butter and a little vegetable oil. And Pantelligent told me it was good that the pan started heating up. And I need to find a spatula. To spread the butter around. So at this point the pan is heating up, and Pantelligent will let me know when the pan is hot enough for me to put the seared scallops in. It estimates that it's going to be around 2 minutes from now at the current rate of heating up. At this point, usually, I either start washing some dishes that are still dirty or start preparing the main dish if this is going to be an appetizer. But for now, we'll just wait. So you can see over at the top of my screen, Pantelligent tells me what the current temperature of the pan is, as well as a graph of my tire temperature, currently 390. So as soon as the temperature gets there, it's going to move on to the next step, which is put the scallops in the pan. Spatula out of the way.
Put the scallops in the pan.
Alright, Pantelligent just said put the scallops in the pan. So I'm going to drop my scallops in one at a time. And at this point, Pantelligent is going to keep monitor temperature, and if the temperature drops too far, it'll tell me to turn the heat up. If it's too high, it'll tell me to turn the heat down. And it's basically going to watch the pan for me, tell me when to flip the scallops, so that they will be perfectly cooked.
The heat is a bit too high.
It's just that the heat is a little too high because it's rising outside of the green band. So I'm going to knock the heat down just a little bit. Notice that I am not touching the scallops. That is key to getting a perfect crust on scallops, and a good brown is to not move them around while they're in the pan. you see in the upcoming steps, it says that 5 seconds from now I'm going to flip the scallops. So I'm getting
Flip
ready.
the
Oh, there it
scallops.
goes. Flip the scallops. You'll notice I flip them in the same order that I dropped them. That's more important when there's more scallops in the pan, so that they all cook for the same amount of time. About a minute from now, my scallops are going to be done. So in the meantime, I can get a plate ready. And I'm going to grab a knife and fork so I can cut into one. With scallops, you have to be very careful because if you overcook them just a tiny bit, they end up rubbery and not nearly as delicious as a perfectly good scallop.
You're done. Remember to turn off the stove. Enjoy your scallops.
Grab my plate. Come in here so you can see me slice it. So you should see a somewhat opaque center of the scallop, and that is perfectly cooked all the way through. You'll notice how it flakes. Not too easily, but you still get some flaking. Not so good. You expect me to keep talking? That's pretty much it for scallops. Join us next time, we'll cook something else.